Good evening to everyone present here. I'm so much delighted to welcome you all, the participants, and today's chief guest, Dr. M. Srinivasan sir, Professor and Head of Department of IT in PSV College of Engineering and Technology, Krishnagiri. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce our chief guest, Dr. M. Srinivasan sir. He received many awards. To name a few, Best Innovative Education Award by Society for Technocracy Engineering Professionals, Most Promising and Futuristic Award by ADU Awards India, Best Faculty Advisor Award by IEA India. He has published many papers in 24 reputed journals. He published 4 patents. He also participated in many seminars, conferences, faculty development programs, and workshops. He acted as panel judge and jury member in technical symposium. He has delivered guest lecture on IoT and big data analytics. He acted as resource person for one-day workshop on AI. Thank you, sir, for your presence today with us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Wishing you all an enriching and learning experience. Now I hand over the session to our guest. Thank you, sir. Please carry on your session, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving a wonderful introduction. Again, I'm warm welcome to all to this 6 days online faculty development program sponsored by the ATAL AACT. Good evening to everyone. First, I would like to thank the management, principal, vice principal, and ATAL coordinator of the. It's giving me the pleasure to welcome you all once again for giving me the wonderful opportunity to speak about my today topic is AI agents to my session. So I want to give the introduction about my I think everyone is will my presentation. Yeah, today we will is changing. We will see how something more powerful. That's what the our title, from AI agents to agentic AI. So this artificial intelligence or AI is all around us. From the morning we wake up from the bed, used to take our cell phone, utilize complete day, and then time we relax at night watching Netflix. Yeah, watching to Netflix or YouTube continuously. The artificial AI is working in the background. So, but AI is not staying the same. It is keep on changing and evolving. So that's what we are moving from AI tool to AI assistant. That means AI agents to agentic AI. You just imagine few years back, the computers were more powerful, but they were mostly used by the expert. So 10 to 15 years back, the computers are completely expensive one, mostly used by the experter. They are typing some commands and the machine would do exactly what they're asked. So that kind of scenario totally changed after came into the internet era, smartphone or laptop or the new technology come into the picture. Suddenly the computer become very useful to everyone. They were not just tool, they become the part of our lives. You just imagine AI has become one of the most exciting topic in the technology today. Today you are attending any of the faculty development program or workshop or seminar, everywhere in the computer, people are expert speaking only the artificial intelligence, especially in the topic of chat gpt or AI agent, agentic AI. So like that only they are all speaking about. Then so what will happen in this real time? I will take you on a journey from AI agent which help us with the task to agentic AI which could become the independent collaborators with human. You just imagine uncovered. I will take you to this journey. We will talk about the what AI agents actually doing, how agentic AI is different from the traditional one. A real some real examples we were take being used for the artificial intelligence agentic, and what are the opportunities are there, what are the risks are there. So that are things we are going to discuss in this next 1.5 hour. So before go into the depth of powerful AI, just I want to ask few questions. You yourself answering these questions. So what is the difference between the normal chat box, like a rule based one? The chat box actually run with the help of the rule based algorithm, the chat box and normal AI agent. You just yourself just answering the questions. Number two, can you name any one AI assistant or tool to use daily that could be considered as a agent? So to use daily day-to-day life could be considered. You itself answering the question. To book a flight, what actually should it GPT? Any number you are build helper. I hope uh, everyone see my presentation, right? Anyone acknowledge, please? Whether my presentation is visible or not? Can you please anyone confirm? Voice is not clear. Whether my presentation visible or not? Please confirm. Yes. Now move on to the next question. If two AI agents, your internet connection is unstable.
Participants are requested to stay online
Yeah, and I hope everyone to is well my presentation. Yes, already I mentioned AI is a most powerful. AI excels at pattern recognition, prediction, and content generation. For example, you take ChatGPT, answer all the questions. You just imagine whatever you ask based on the historical input data set, they should answer. Image models also is the same. Create some visuals, recommended system, suggest some content. The second one is reactive. AI does not act unless a prompt or triggered by the data. So without giving or triggered any of the data, the AI does not reactive. It cannot be decide what matters at priorities. Just take some initiatives. It is excellent at a recognition pattern and excellent to making the predictions, and it is excellent to generating the content. If you take a image, AI like Delhi can create painting or logos, whatever you want. The Netflix or YouTube recommended what you want to see or like to watch. That immediately give the answer. But here is the truth is nowadays the AI is a reactive one. That means we go for the implication. Today's AI is like a calculator on a stereos. Just we put a input, that they give the answer. Extremely capable, but only when you push the button, then only they give the answer. To move forward, AI must evolve from beginning to reactive tool to becoming a agentic collaborator. That's what we are going to expect in the future. That means it only works when we ask it to. You just think the calculator is the most powerful. It can be big calculations in a very few seconds, but the calculator will not do anything its own. You just give the feed the input or press any of the button. Uh, the the part of the implication, we move on to the uh, evolution of artificial intelligence. You just think about. Let's look at how AI has evolved. The traditional AI and AI agents and agentic AI. Normally, the traditional AI just recognize the pattern and give the prediction. For example, if you take any spam filters algorithm, that works very well, finding the unwanted emails or spam emails. So immediately, with the help of the pattern recognition and give the predictions. That are other things done by the traditional AI. Nowadays, we are using the AI agents. Small step towards the autonomy. They can perform the task with some independent that own perception, planning, and action that will do by the AI agents. For example, nowadays we are using the chatbots or co-pilot software that are all the independently or autonomously do the task and perception, planning, and action. The third one is agentic AI. So that's what the future of the AI. The next frontier. The system does not don't want to just wait for the commands. They reflect, plan, they itself adapt and collaborate everything. That is what the agentic AI. What are AI agents? Uh, Before go for that, we used to know some basic of ML AI, Gen AI, and then only come into the picture of agentic AI and AI agent. Before talk about the agentic AI, first we must know about the ML, basic of ML, machine learning. ML is nothing but a learning process. We used to learn from the historical data. But the artificial intelligence, it's like a heart, brain, all those things stored in and progressive. And then next come into the Gen AI, the you used to creating the new content, text or image or voice, whatever it is. It is creating the new content. it is used to create one to the agentic AI that will work autonomy, AI agent, action, apply, all above. So that's what we are going to discuss in the deep of the next slides. The task forced programs with narrow the autonomy. For example, Copilot, co-editors, or chatbot that answer the frequently asked questions and workflow autonomous. And the benefit is to save the time and increase the efficiency and automate repetitive tasks. Some limitations also there. They are some brittle or prompt dependent, or if you ask something unexpected, they sometimes they used to fail. They depend on heavily on the prompt only. So whatever you give the prompt, based on that, they will give the answer. So that kind of limitations, and then lack of adaptability also one of the major drawback in the AI agents. For example, if you take any real-time example, for example, I'm asking to the chatbot for example the banking chatbot. If we take banking chatbot, why was my loan rejected? That kind of questions you arise in the chatbot. It immediately replied, your application did not meet our criteria. So like that generic answer only the chatbot given, not exact answer maybe get from the chatbot. That's not helpful to the loan applier or the end user. It can explain deeply or solve the issue. That kind of things only we are going to expecting from the AI. That means the AI agents. So that's why we go for a agentic AI and AI agents. Again, I want to tell some real-time example, simple words. In agents like a digital assistant, that's you just give the assistant. That's it. That can take the instruction and perform task step-by-step process. I'll tell you the another example. I want to ask some question to the chat box agent. Find me the flight to Chennai or Bangalore or whatever it is. That immediately that agent goes to the database and check the flights. What are the flights are available from Chennai to Bangalore or Bangalore to Coimbatore or any place. So they search the database, look at the flights and timings or what are the fare price, everything that will shows on your screen with the help of the predefined databases. But it does not make a decision for you. You just get the information, but it does not helpful for the next step. You just follow one command you gave it. That's it. If you think another simple example, if you ask any of the students what is 2 plus 2 or 3 plus 3, immediately the students used to tell the answer. So another you used to took say same another few questions also ask the same students, they may be replied immediately. But you want to explain more and unless you ask again and again. So these were the present scenario today. AI agents do such a thing only. The chat box or another things also. AI agents can be definitely it is very useful, but they are limited. So that's what we are going to do the AI agent to agentic AI. Another thing, what is the need or why we are go for a agentic AI? The agency just operate independently. It is a goal oriented, pursue objectives. The autonomy, ability to make some decision. So the operate independently or pursue objectives, it's done by the AI. But ability to take decision, the autonomy actions that performed by the AI agents. So that's what they given. Now let's think about why we need more than this. So right now most of the agents are uh, very reactive. They wait for us give them command, but life it's not always the simple things. No, think of the customer service chatbots. many of you used to experience, even though the AICT also giving some chatbots, or all the banking sector giving the chatbots, and most of the applications also give the chatbots. You go to any website, a chatbot pop up, they are asking, how can I help you? How can I help you today? So like that questions immediately arise in front of us. You type any of your issues, maybe the package has not arrived, the bot replied with something, you give the number or reference number, so immediately they track and give the answer. You already have some tracking number, so then only they used to check and then give the result. The chatbot cannot actually solve the problem. You just give the information, just give your free written answer. So that's what I'm insisting, that the now we are using AI agents. You just give the answers, the limited functionalities only we are getting. It shows the limits of today's AI agents. What we really want to expect from the realistic and agentic AI, just not follow the instruction, that you should understand the bigger picture and solve the problems. That's what we are going to expect from the agentic AI. The exact definition or the reference of agentic AI, it refers to the AI system that act as a autonomous agents. They don't just generate output like chat GPT or any of the chatbots, but can reason, make decision, take action, and use of tools that achieve a particular goal with the minimal human intervention. So that's what we are moving on to the agentic AI, the normal AI agent to agentic AI. The traditional layer just give the answer whatever you ask. The agentic AI act on your behalf of yourself to achieve some particular task. That is what agentic AI. AI plus autonomy plus action. The how AI agents work, how to give the input, and what are the perception model begin that work, and then state representation, decision model, finally execute and learning and improvisation. The step were given in this slide. Input, give the agent receive input from the sensor, or any of the user. You may give the input data, the process the input data, and with the help of the state representative understand the present or current environmental. So based on that only, they used to select the action on the particular goals or rules. So if action performed, so like a chatbot reply to the user, that means agent updated its knowledge for the further interaction. So these kind of things normally AI agents work. So what are the major components of AI agent? Already I mentioned that the perception, decision making, action. These are the three important thing where they were do in the AI agent. Perception means input data. We used to give as a sensor data or any data streams, whatever we want to give as a input data, that is called perception. Next, move on to the processing with the help of the AI ML models or planning or reasoning. So do some decision making process. So uh, the AI is a part of ML. ML is the already I mentioned the brain learning process, and then to take creating the new content, and autonomy and action oriented reply or applying to the process. That is what the planning and reasoning. The finally we want to get the output, action, report, execute task, or use tools or interact. What are the major components that are used in the AI agent architecture? Perception, decision making, action, and learning. So these are the major components that were used in the AI agent architecture. The perception means sensing the data from the environmental. For example, the user input, it may be the camera sensor or whatever we used to give as a input data, sensing from the environment, that is a perception. We used to take the getting the feedback or experience from the user or end user. The yeah. Now see the key components of AI agent architecture. The static environment and dynamic environment. Uh, the dynamic environment continuously changing. For example, stock market, every minute, every second used to change the value, price, the stock exchange market. You are all know about the fluctuation of the dynamic environmental. So road for autonomous vehicle, these are the some examples of dynamic environment. And then deterministics and stochasticated predict outcome and includes the randomness. So these are the major components, key components of the AI agent architecture. The overview of the AI agent architecture, uh, the memory system. There are four important memory systems are there: short-term memory, long-term memory, episodic memory, and semantic memory. And then large language model, shortly called as LLM, GPT 4.0 and Claude 3.5 Gemini. We used to creating the model or LLM. And then agent programming, coordination and response planning, and what are the tools to be used in the integration part of the AI agent, code interpreters and such capabilities, and mathematical engines and database connections. So these are things we used to collaborate with each and every components with each other, how everything connect with each other, the LLM and agent program and memory system and tool integrations that are connecting with each other component, how it's work. The LLM interpret the queries and plans action. That is what the language model. Another one is a agent program. The it decide what to do and in what is the order. So that are things performed by the agent program. coordination and response planning, everything managed by the agent program. Another one is the memory system. Inform the decision based on the past contact. There are four important memory systems are there: short term and long term, episode and semantic. And then tools let the agent act on its plan in the real world. So code interpretation, search capabilities, and mathematics, all those things. So I want to explain in the each and every modules which are present in the architecture. The LLM is a normally natural language understanding by the generation engines began the AI agent. GPT 4.0, Cloud Earth, Gemini is the best examples of LLM model. It powers the agent ability to understand the input and reason and generate the intelligent response. That is what the purpose of the LLM. We go for the tools. So what are the tools are that are available, and it must be interact with the external tool and system to get work very well. These components gives the agent the ability to use the software and hardware resources. For example, the code interpreter to execute the snippets like Python or any of the coder interpreters. Search capability to access the web or any internal search engine for the fresh information. And then mathematical engine that were used to solve the mathematical calculation, equations, and data analysis. Sorry, everything with the help of the mathematical engines. The another one is a database connection. You fetch the data from SQL or MongoDB or whatever we have the database like MongoDB. They enable the agent to take the action beyond the language, like running a query or calculating the value or accessing the real-time data. The AI agent, this is the brain of decision making and planning. So how the agent manage all the tasks that been end to end, coordinating and response planning. So this is what done by the AI agent. They help the AI agent to structure its action in a coherent goal-oriented manner. The memory system. Already we used to see in the architecture diagram itself. There are four important memory system were seen in the architecture diagram. The short-term memory stores the session level or temporary data. So that is what the use of the short-term memory. The long-term memory, it keeps persistent user data or learned task. These are the things maintained by the long-term memory. The third one is a episodic memory. It records a sequence of actions or events or specific interaction. All those things recorded by this episodic memory. Semantic memory, it retrains the fact or knowledge or general understanding. These are the things to improve the continuity of the learning and personalization in a conversation for the particular task or event. Now move on to the comparison between the machine learning and artificial intelligence and generative AI and AI agentic. You just the compare between the AI, ML, Gen AI, agentic AI, and AI agent. So already I uh, mentioned in the starting slide itself what is AI, ML, Gen AI, agentic AI, and AI agent. So ML, the machine learning, is a learning process. AI is a brain. Gen AI is to create the new content. Agentic AI is autonomy, and AI agent is action applied, and all above. The artificial intelligence making some machines simulate human intelligence. It like act as a mimic as a human being. For example, you take the real-time example, Google Map suggesting the best route or best hotel or best shopping mall, whatever we used to want to get the best suggestion from the AI tool. But the machine learning is a subset of AI where system learn the pattern from the given data, learn from the data from the improvised prediction. For example, the Netflix recommended the movie, or the YouTube watching history. Based on the history, they used to recommend some videos. So like that, the machine learning work, the subset of AI. Gen AI, generative AI, is subset of AI that creates a new content. Already I mentioned the text, image, video, code. So all those things used to create a newly created with the help of the Gen AI. Normally the ChatGPT writing an email, Delhi creating want to create an image, logo, writing the content, whatever you want to do with the help of this generative AI. The agentic AI, this what the next the futuristic technology that can be reasoned to plan and act autonomously, sorry, using tools and memory, goes beyond the execute test end to end. That if a travel planner, that sets the flight, book the hotels, and creates, is normally done by the Gen AI. The AI agent uh, act like you, act for you, the perceives and decides and act. So that is what the exactly AI agent, a software entity powered by the agentic AI. For example, resume screen, for example, HR. Recently, we had some news about IBM. Uh, agent that created CV, rank the candidate, and send the email answer, even though yes, the types of AI agents. So according to the IBM, there are different type of AI agents. Some can perceive their environmental or plan of action or then execute. These are the major types of AI agent: the model based agent, goal based agent, utility based agent, and simple reflex agent. If you go to the model, uh, or simple or goal based, utility based, learning based, uh, the autonomic research and innovation or personal is to see the different model that can be used in the simple reflex agent. That means if you take spam filters, if you say send any mail, you put yes, the model based agent. So maintain the internal state for better decision. For example, self-driving cars used to take some different state for the better decision. If we move on to the goal-based agent, based on the plan of action to achieve the objective. For example, AI assistants like Alexa or Siri, that is a goal-based agent. Plan the action to achieve some objectives. Another one is a utility-based agent. So optimize the decision based on the performance. For example, want to book the hotel with the help of the any of the recommendation. Yeah, I post the link, the website types of AI agents given by the IBM. So, what are the top 5 AI agent framework? LangChain, AutoGen, semantic kernel. So, these are the some important frameworks are there. You just check into the internet. You will get the very good idea about this framework. Next, coming to the applications of agentic AI. So now, what about the next step? The applications, autonomous research and innovation. So imagine an AI scientist that propose the experimental based analysis. So that may definitely use in the research part of experimental. And then personal AI assistant, not just scheduling a meeting or anything, handling the task or end to end. So apart from that, we used to give the assistant to the personal AI. Advanced robotics, the robotic that can adopt the unexpected changes that we are used to see in the real time scenario. The business problem solving, AI that negotiate the contract or optimize supply chains, all those things with managed by the business related problem solving method. For example, if you take any logistics in AI, for example, drone fleet could coordinate itself to deliver the package very faster rather than a human being. That may be happen in a future. So these are the major applications in agentic AI. Another real-time story of transformation in healthcare or education or business. We used to take healthcare. So you just imagine anyone elder woman living alone in their home. She sometimes forget to take her tablets. So what will happen? Definitely, it health is spoiled. Her health is spoiled. Worry about falling or having a health emergency, and no one is in and around. So what will happen that time? The agentic AI may be supported with her. It remains her gently, note on the timings. It time for your medicines. You take medicines, so it monitor the blood pressure or any take the heart rate. If suddenly if anything happen, immediately call to the emergency service, or notify to the family members. So that are the things very much helpful for uh, the people or user. If you go to education field, uh, if, for example, our child struggle with mathematics or science or any of the subject, if a normal classroom, the teachers maybe teach something different, but that does not fit to the child. What will happen? So definitely the children's used to get a fail mark or low mark. So that time we used to prefer the tutor to give the practice the problem. So apart from this, we used to give some technique like agentic AI tutor could be adapted to give more explanation or concept in a different way, even though give the design or pattern or personalized game or songs, keeping the learning is in the fun way. So like that, we used to give the different perspective of the teaching methodology to the childrens. They may get the better understanding or idea or get more marks in their studies. So like that, the education fields also supported for the agentic AI. If you come to the business, for example, if you run any of the small business, so that will take care and remind to your user to to solve the problems or taking care of the whatever you did the business. So like that, is to take into the measure of all the area in particular the application of the agentic AI. The future and challenges. The challenges in the sense definitely ethics and safety. If AI act on its own, so how do we control it? If you go for the autonomous body or autonomous means, so what will happen? Who will control the agentic AI? So that kind of things maybe come into the biggest challenge, and then the computational demand. So advanced system require the huge resources. We used to produce the much resources for the advanced system computation or whatever the hardware or software device. We should to supply the huge resources, and then complexity. uh, we cannot predict what will happen so after autonomous learning is definitely it's an unpredictable one. And then trust and governance, who is responsible if something goes wrong, who will response for that if it is goes wrong in the way. So these are things biggest challenges. For example, if you take the real time examples, uh, uh, the smart cities, the uh, future possibilities. Smart cities, imagine traffic light or climate action or personal companion. So all those things, the possibilities of the uh, future enhancement. The dependence and future studies, case studies. Auto, GPT, Baby AGI, AI system that set their own goals and complete tasks with minimal human input. The like a AI drone in a logistic used to manage the warehouse and then deliveries. Like AI driven research, it's system generating the scientific hypothesis and running the simulation. So like that, this is not longer theory, it's happening right now. So these were the real time example. If the use cases in the across domain, business and science and society. AI negotiate the supplier contract or managing the price or forecasting the demand. So like that, you used to take the use cases across the domain. It generate the new hypothesis or simulate the experiment, or it helps the doctor to assistant or tutor uh, for the students individually or plan urban traffic, all those things. uh, these are best example of the use cases across the domain. Yes, the next tier from assistant to collaborative to autonomous partner. We used to see wait for the few more steps again into the AI agent to agentic AI. Definitely now we are using the assistant from the AI, and then second one the collaborate with the AI. In future definitely the autonomous partner, so act as a agentic AI is a paradigm shift to a human as a AI interaction. So uh, think about that, how do we design AI that act as a agent but remain aligned with the human values. Now come to the end of my presentation. uh, AI start with a simple prediction, then came into the AI agent, which can act as a task. Now, agentic AI is the future with autonomy, adaptability, and collaboration. So the opportunity is very huge, but so are the responsibilities only taking care. If we succeed, AI will not replace the human. Definitely, instead, AI will help the human become more human, giving us time to be a creative and caring and connected. I think Thank you. This is a reference and please further reading. Thank you for your kind attention. Any queries? Please. Hello, ma'am.
Sir,
I
we are in
think
the line, sir.
yes,
Sir,
madam.
you asked queries. You asked queries to the participants. We are waiting for the queries from participants. Participants, if you have any queries, please you can discuss with our guest today. Any queries? You can raise your queries to our guest now. Participants are requested to clarify your doubts with our guest regarding agentic AI. And if you want to get any further examples from sir, you can ask the query now. Sir is waiting in the line to clarify your doubts.
Yes. I may give the mail ID also. I'll share with the coordinator, madam. Whenever you find time or you want to ask anything about this AI agent or agentic AI tools or implementation part, definitely I'm ready to help you. So I'll share my mail ID. Definitely you may post.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable session today. Even today, when we face the network issue also, you came again in the link and you have presented your part well, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable presence today.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I kindly request the participants to fill the feedback link which we can share in the chat box, and you are asked to stay in the line for starting of session 2. Participants are kindly asked to stay in the line. You can take a break of 10 minutes and again you can join for the